Okay, so if you don't know Stonebwoy, Stonebwoy is one of the most successful reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat artists from Africa and Ghana to be precise. And he's multi, award-winning artist. Okay, yeah, so you don't have to give up if you don't have the means to further education. Okay, you can apply at a trade, you can do whatever you do and raise money to further education. That's what Stonebwoy did. Okay, after winning the BETs, the VGMA awards and other awards, later he decided to go back to school. Yeah, he was successful at what he was doing as a musician, and he raised money from there to finance his education. When people are educated, they are not the only people that benefit from their education. Others around them benefit as well. Yes, indirectly, we all benefit. Yes. Okay, so when I say indirectly, we all benefit is when they make the right decision, it affects the people around them. And when they make the wrong decision, it affects the people around them. So you get the point I'm trying to say. Yeah. So if we say education helps you in in decision making, basically. Hi, it's Dixon. Welcome to Duran Studios. In today's segment, I'll be talking about education and some popular people that are taking education serious. Okay, yes, the reason it's important to look at that is mostly popular people are where they influence us a lot. Okay, so it's just very beautiful that when they're moving to the positive direction that could motivate us, or that motivates us, we had to acknowledge, or we had to applaud it. Okay, so today we'll be looking at Stonebwoy. Yes, so I know in the whole of Africa, I know we know Stonebwoy a lot, but okay, so if you don't know Stonebwoy, Stonebwoy is one of the most successful reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat artists from Africa and Ghana to be precise. And he's multi, award-winning artist. Okay, yeah. So now let's look at this. Stonebwoy obtained a degree in public administration. Okay, and that's very beautiful. Okay, so what makes it beautiful is Stonebwoy is very successful in his music business. He's one of the most successful, like I said earlier. He's one of the most successful, reggae, dancehall, Afrobeat artists from Africa. So if someone like that decided to go back to school or decided to continue his education, that should just tell you education is very beautiful and education is important, regardless what you have in your pocket, regardless the amount of money you have or how rich you are. When we take Stonebwoy, he has cars, he has houses. Surely he will have many businesses working for him too, but he decided to go, or he decided to further his education. That is just telling us we the ones that look up to him, or everyone that look up to him. Even if you don't look up to him with what he did, he has to tap inspiration from it. Okay, you don't have to give up if you don't have the means to further education. Okay, you can apply at a trade, you can do whatever you do and raise money to further education. That's what Stonebwoy did. Okay, after winning the BETs, the VGMA awards and other awards, later he decided to go back to school. Yeah, he was successful at what he was doing as a musician, and he raised money from there to finance his education. That is very important for us to look at. So don't give up if you couldn't further education because you don't have the means. Okay, it's not too late. That's what we learned from Stonebwoy. It's not too late, and it's never too late, and you can do it, and we have to do it. It's never too late because he did it, and after a successful music career, he raised money to further his education. That has given him the opportunity to even venture into other aspects of life. Yes, so he might not be only musician for the rest of his life. At the point in time, he might divert into something else. Even if he didn't divert into something else, he still have the certificate. which will still guide him in whatever he will do in his decision making. Because talent is talent. There are a lot of talented people who hasn't been highly educated but were successful. And equally, there are a lot of talented people who were not, or whose career couldn't go to the because they were not educated, because people took advantage of them. All right, it's very true that you might not be able to read contracts yourself. You have to give it to a lawyer. But if you understand certain terms, if you understand certain things, when the lawyer is explaining it, you will know what he's saying, if you should fall for it, if you should accept it or not. Do you get the point I'm trying to make? Yes. Depending on your educational level, you might not be able to read a contract and understand it, fully. So you might need a lawyer's guidance. But what I'm trying to say is, it's also very important if you can at least understand a contract yourself. Yes, it's very important like that. If you can understand a contract yourself, it helps. It's so important. Yes, it is. It's so important that, okay, you can at least understand certain things in the contract. Yes, that helps. So even if he didn't divert into different, or if he didn't venture into different aspect of life, depending on the certificate he has obtained, it will still help him. All right. So I'm just saying, any other person who is out there who is super talented, yes, as you pursue your talent, if you raise money, make time for education too, because it takes education to build a nation. It takes education to build a nation. Okay. So personally, when you're educated, personally, your decision making also, influencing your decision making. All right. Yes. And it takes education to build a continent. So that's why I'm so interested in education. So so moving on, I would say, let every ministry in Ghana currently, let every ministry establish a scholarship under their ministry. Okay, because the fishermen, if there's any scholarship under the fishery, those people will also, their kids can benefit from it. All right. It doesn't mean when they become, when they are educated, they wouldn't, but it will give them more knowledge about the fish. Okay. It will give them more knowledge about the fish. They can go to school and read marine biology. They will know about fish. So they will know the time, the season to cast net, and the type of the place to cast net and catch certain type of fish. They can read all of that in marine biology. They will read it in marine biology, which will even give us, we wouldn't run out of fish, because they read it, they read, and they know it. So that will even give them or us, the whole nation will benefit from it. Because imagine his father being a fisherman, and he has, he was awarded a scholarship to educate himself to that level, and he's still into the fishing. We're gonna be the same people benefiting from it. Like I said, if you read a marine biology, you'll be dealing with the fish, the sea, the water, and all of that. Okay, and that, like I was saying, that will tell him the places to cast the net for certain type of fish. Yes, so let's not think when the person is educated, we might not have them to be fishermen, or was like, no, let's not think like that. Let's take agriculture for instance. If there is more let's say scholarship, or if there is a scholarship under the agriculture ministry, if the farmer's son, daughter, nephew, niece is awarded a scholarship, and they go and they further their education to read more about agriculture, what do you think is going to happen? It's just coming back to help our production, or their production in agriculture sector. And who are the people going to benefit? We. Because after they harvest every crop, they bring it back to us. Yes. So let's not think when we award them the scholarship, they'll become doctors and there will be less people in the agriculture sector. No, that's not true. That's not true. If the kid is being awarded a scholarship and the kid is reading, or the kid, read to understand, that kid will even embrace the agriculture, because that kid will pick interest in agriculture. First of all, the kid will get to understand the importance of agriculture, because every nation is, and every nation, survive on agriculture, basically. So that kid will pick interest in agriculture, and that kid will know the time to, nest certain, type of seeds. That kid will learn all of that in agriculture, and it will come back to help us as a nation. Like I said, education is what builds nation, both formal and informal though. Yes, but now I'm talking about the formal education. It helps. Okay, so I'll say every ministry, there should be, scholarship under every ministry. And also the scholarship should be free and fair. It should be awarded based on merit. There shouldn't be any favoritism, around it. Award the scholarships to the right people. Yes, because that is the only way. Education is not cheap. So if the right people have been awarded the scholarship, those, it will balance. So we have more educated people in the system. I'm not trying to say don't award don't award if their parent is rich. That's not what I'm trying to say. I'm not trying to say only the poor, or people that are not doing much, children should be awarded the scholarship. That's not what I'm trying to say. Then not only the rich kids should be awarded the scholarship either. It should be balanced. And every sector, there should be a scholarship under every sector. So when you check the fishermen, you should go check their case and award them the scholarship. Like I said, when they highly educated, they'll come back and feed us with it. Some might pick interest in other, aspect of life, and some might equally pick interest in the, fishery or in fishing, which is something that will feed us. And mind you, just like I said earlier, imagine a kid, read more about marine biology, or a kid is marine biologist. That kid will know that the actual time now to fish, and the right time to fish, and the locations that certain fish is located, and cast the net there, and we will get them. We will get the best. Okay, same applies to agriculture. The kid will know the right time to nest certain seeds. All right, so let's take education serious, and also let's make scholarship very transparent. It should be transparent, so everybody could equally benefit from it based on merit, based on what they do, based on their capability. They will award them the scholarships. So like I said, that's what will help us. Every nation is built on education. Okay, currently, if you take South Korea, do you know the number of things they produce? Do you know the cars from South Korea? I mean, made in South Korea. How did it happen? They do all of those because they are highly educated. When I say highly educated, I'm not trying to say, PhD standard of education. That's not what I'm trying to say though. But when you have to be capable of certain basics in education, you should be capable of, to read and write. Okay, so let's take education serious, and then a very big congrats to Stonebwoy for obtaining a degree in public administration. That's very nice. Let's see that to be a motivation. If your parents, if your guardian, whoever sponsored your education, couldn't see you through when you start doing something that you start making money for yourself, no, try take yourself through it, and you will. Okay, that's what I'll say. You will take it serious, work on it, and you'll be the one enjoying it. And if when people are educated, they are not the only people that benefit from, their education. Others around them benefit as well. Yes, indirectly, we all benefit. Yes. Okay, so when I say indirectly, we all benefit is when they make the right decision, it affects the people around them. And when they make the wrong decision, it affects the people around them. So you get the point I'm trying to say. Yeah. So if we say education helps you in in decision making, basically, if education helps, then their decisions, the decisions that they make will help the people around them. So let's just encourage education. And also, I'll say, Ghana, let's make education cheap. Let's make it cheaper than it is, because it takes education to build a nation. So let's work on our education system, and let's enhance our educational system. Let's enhance it. Yes, because there are a lot of things that we have to do to meet up with a standard. I wouldn't say, when I say the standard, I'm trying to compare it to other, the Western world, like the United States, the Europe, and other places. So let's just enhance it, and then let's do what to add the particles to the theories, because if you read, you have to know how to apply it also. So yes, so let's do that, and then if famous people, successful people are going back to school, it means there's something hidden in formal education that we all have to go, have a taste of it or see what it is, because that is it. We have to. Okay, so let's take education serious. Let's encourage one another to take education serious. If you don't have the means to educate yourself now, don't give up. That is it. Just hold on. Okay, do something. Whatever you're doing to feed yourself, increase your input and save money. Okay, it doesn't matter when you're rich already, you could still do it, and it will help your riches. Okay, it will help you manage your life and manage your riches as well. Okay, yes, and if you're not rich yet too, it might help you become a rich person or a successful person. Let me put it like that. Yes, yes, education will help you become a successful person. Yes, the successful person I'm talking about, not having all the money in the world, but being good at what you're doing. Okay, so the channel is Durain Studios. On all social media platforms is Durain Studios. On YouTube, Durain Studios. So subscribe to the channel, like, share, and tell us in the comment section how education has helped you, or what you think about education, and also what you think about, or your take on what I say about the scholarships, about them making the scholarship very transparent, so everybody can benefit, the right people can benefit. Racism in the scholarship system. Yeah, so join us in the comment section, tell us about that, and share so you can reach a lot more people. On all socials is Durain Studios. Follow us on other platforms too. Catch you some other time.